Good evening, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to Genshin Impact for what is stream number 40. I can't believe we're already hitting stream number 40 already. How incredible is that? Today, we're going to do what I didn't do last time. So basically, I went to stream Genshin Impact last week, and I was struggling with a few different things. So we stopped it extremely early. I think we did about half an hour, and, you know, wasn't the way I want to do things, wasn't intentional. So we're going to try and not do that tonight. No, we're all good. So this evening we're going to look at commissions and then have a look at what quests we need to complete. There's still lots to do, lots of main story to do, side quests, there's everything. So there's always plenty to do in Genshin Impact. That's never going to be an issue, is it really? So that's the plan for this evening, commissions and then missions, and we'll see where we go for the next 2 hours. Massive thank you for those that joined us this morning for our first live stream of Horizon Forbidden West. It is an incredible game. In the 3.5 hours we did, 3 hours of that was in fact the prologue. How incredible is that? But it just went back over what happened in the first game. The sequel continues that trend, and yeah, graphically it's amazing. So thank you to those who joined us this morning for that and able to make it. Thank you very much appreciated. One little bit of business. I say business. The channel update will be live Thursday morning. Now, if you've watched the schedule, you'll know there is no live stream Thursday morning, mainly because I have a telephone consultation, and the time is between 9 in the morning and midday. There's no exact time. It is literally, I've got a 3-hour slot. They're going to ring at some point, so I can't stream. So I thought, because we can't stream, and it wasn't in the schedule to be fair, let's put out the channel update probably around 9 AM UK time. So there's something for you guys. I don't think there's anything major. It's just, you know, thank you for hitting 250 subscribers, that kind of thing. Nothing's really changing going forward, I wouldn't say. We've got the subscriber special on Saturday, so I couldn't really talk too much about it because I haven't done it yet. But there we go. Good evening, Kathy. How are you? I'm not too bad, thank you. Thank you for the like with us, much appreciated. Promise that we won't be leaving this early tonight. We're going to be doing as we intend. Promise that we won't be leaving this early. Sound is okay. Perfect. I have put on the Discord for those who have PlayStation Plus the changes coming to PlayStation Plus and how it is changing, including prices, depending where you are in the world. If you currently pay for PlayStation Plus, which is £50 a year, you'll go on to the bottom tier from what I can find out, and then you have to pay extra for the other 2 tiers. I'm thinking of upgrading to this middle tier, and that will give us access to 400 plus PlayStation 4 and 5 games, basically PlayStation Now and PlayStation Plus together. Works out cheaper with the 2 together like that. That's my thinking going forward. That gives us more choice of what we do. Not that we haven't got enough on the go as it is. Good. I'm glad you're good, Kathy. Okay. Didn't want to do that. So that's what I'm struggling with controls. Oh. Why is that not there? That's events. There's no events going on, is there? I'm trying to think what's normally there. There is normally Battle Pass. Battle Pass is not there. Strangely. Come on. Why won't let me go to what I want to go to? Quests. Come on. Won't let me go to quests. Why would it not let me go to quests? There we go, quests. Yeah, strangely, there's no Battle Pass. We must be just outside that period of the Battle Pass starting, I would assume. Okay, so what I'm thinking, obviously we'll do the... Oh, Archon, hear me. Okay, we're going to go and do the 4 commissions, hand them all in, and we'll have a look at what quest we want to start with. We've got the Archon quest, we've got everything. Usual stuff. There's lots to do. Main story, side quests, there's lots. Yeah, I can't see us ever getting to a point of having nothing to do in this, to be honest. Right, first commission. It's actually near us. A boy called Shouter. Oh, Archon, hear me. Lacquerware. How do you make those? Why do you need lacquerware? Oh, it's you, big bro. So here's the thing. Have you ever heard of Shrine's Divine Intervention? From what I've heard, if you give precious offerings to a shrine, maybe your wishes will come true. I think that pretty lacquerware is very valuable, and if I use those as offerings to the shrine, then I'd sure be to get a reply. However, I don't have money to buy any lacquerware, so I want to make one for myself. I heard that Nanasuke from Yaoi Lacquerware is good at making them. Could you go ask her about the lacquerware, big bro? Thank you, big bro. Okay, so we need to go and speak to someone about this lacquerware. It seems... lacquerware, I'm assuming, is like cooking ware. Possibly. I could be completely wrong on that. Is it for cooking, or is it for making something else? There we go. This is the lady we need to speak to. Hello, is there anything I can help you with? So you want to offer lacquerware to the shrine and you want to make one yourself. Please, Nanatsuki, I have a wish that I have to be fulfilled. That's why I won't tell anyone about your secret formula. Wish is not the painting formula. If you want to make beautiful lacquerware, leaving the paint aside, you also need a long period of practice. And this isn't just about time. It's more about the capital. I'm a 4th generation successor to the family of lacquerware makers. I even travelled to Sumuru to study lacquerware, so it's impossible for you to grasp lacquerwares overnight. Is that so? I can't really think of anything else to offer to the shrine. In my opinion, it's not about the value of the item being offered to the shrine. This item you offer should represent your feelings. As long as you have the right feelings and intentions and offer your favourite items, you should be able to get a response in the archives. Right feelings and intentions and things that I like. Thank you anyway. Let's go back to the shrine first, but I still need your help figuring out what kind of things I want to offer. It's a different type of of commission, back and forth, back and forth. No real fighting for this one by the looks of things. Back to the shrine it is. Either this is going to be done or he's going to want us to give him something or find something. Let's see. Didn't she? What should I offer exactly? Speaking of things I'd like, it's got to be a tricolour dango. I love them so much, but it would be disrespectful to offer tricolour dango. I offered Compito candy before as well, but I got no reply. So I heard that some people will pack fresh petals in the sachets and offer those. Sounds more appropriate than dango. What should we do? What do you think we should offer, big bro? I don't even know what tricolour dango is. Let's go for it anyway. Okay. So his mum made it. He's made an offering. And there we go. Commission complete by the looks of things. That was a different commission to normal. I will say that. A weird one. I don't know why it does this. I've only ever found it. Every time we try and go to quest, it kind of jolts upwards and it shouldn't do. It's really weird. Right, we're going to defeat all opponents here. Let's have a look on the map. I did say the other week, or last time, I was going to try and sort out all my artifacts. I still didn't manage to do it. It was on my list of things to do and I never got to it at the weekend. So I still need to look through all my artifacts, try and work out the best way and who they should be. So we've got loads of new ones that I think we're even 5-star. I think we've got a couple of 5-star ones I still haven't dealt with. That is on my list of things to do. Right, let's deal with these guys, shall we? Oh, would you stop attacking me? Oh.
I'm going in! Get out of here! That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Electric charge isn't going to really have any effect, is it, against that guy?
Get out of here!
We need overload.
Get out of here!
He's nearly got Bennett down already. There we go.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Right, we're healed at the same time. I think it's as if now we've headed to Inazuma, the fights are harder. Commissions seem to be harder. It's really, I suppose we should expect it. It's only going to get harder, isn't it? But it just seems really weird that you can see the difficulty ramping up quite a bit. I want to go in there. While we're here, I've just seen something I want to have a look at. I know I get distracted quite often. Just over here, there is something we can head into. So if we take this and summon the electrogram, and then we can walk in. Ah, my electrogram level is insufficient and pass through. Hadn't seen that before. A level is... Ah. Didn't know we had to be a certain level. So where do we see our electrogram level? I assume, thinking about it, we head to talents. Constellations need to be done. It's not there actually. I thought it'd be under one of these. I'm going to have to level up. Because we were leveled up previously, we haven't got the leveled up now. Because obviously we changed element. Right, increase in danger is next. Where are we heading for that? I'm ignoring the fact we can't have a look at it. Right, teleport to there, and then next one. Third commission to do, and then one more afterwards, and we're done with commissions. It's these ones down here. Oh, it's both, actually. There's both of these to do.
Why do they never miss?
We have got a slight issue that we've nearly lost Bennett there. Nice overloaded reaction there. We've nearly lost Bennett, which wouldn't be ideal.
Adventure time.
Messed up my attack. We've lost Bennett.
I have failed you.
Definitely, these are a lot harder here than they were previously. And some of it's probably to do with the Traveller. We used him as a main damaged person. Because we lost a lot of the damage when we changed to Electro, that's now causing us an issue, I would have said. So we need to deal with that, I think, sooner rather than later. We can investigate this to get something. Obviously, we need to have a look at artifacts, I think, as well, and sort those out, because we know there's more we should change to make them work. There's a chest there. Hang on, let's grab an electrogram. We should better get that chest, I think. Just set myself on fire, that's helpful, isn't it? Straight through into the chest, perfect. So yeah, we're going to need to deal with this issue with the fact that we're struggling with some of our characters. And damage. Damage is now an issue, since we changed to Electro. Although after that attack, you wouldn't think so, to be fair, but there we go. I know obviously Electro on this guy is pointless, but it's just something we've got to look at. Then we definitely need to be looking at the different artifacts now and try and work out what we need to level up and stuff. Okay, we've got one more commission left and then commissions are done. It's all the way up here. We don't actually know where that is. We've never been there yet, so that's going to be a different one. So what I think we should do, heal back to here, and then we're going to have to travel up. Definitely need to heal first though. But yeah, if we look before we go and do this final commission while we're doing that, Bennett is back at least. If we have a look at characters quickly, I'm pretty sure artifacts wise we gained, yeah look, 5-star artifact that we should be using. Completely should be using, but I haven't had a chance to go through and sort out artifacts. I knew we'd gain some new ones. And we've got to level that 5-star up. There's a new 4-star there that probably would be really useful. Circlet of logos. We've got quite a few 4-stars now. So we should be leveling up some of these other ones as well. I don't know if that's better for anyone. It's more defensive, to be fair. And I don't think we've got any more to go with it. But yeah, I need to spend some time going through them all. To be fair. Weapons-wise as well. We've got no end of weapons. Half of them we don't use. It's another something else we need to go up to. And we need to look at what we need to enhance these things. So we're just short of that. And if we look where we find it, level 40 Abyss Mages. Or we can craft it. So we need to have a look at some things like that. Good evening, Simmer. How are you? So I've got lots I need to do. Some of it away from stream. I don't want to bore you guys by sitting there and going through the artifacts one by one, deciding who to put it on. I don't think that's good for you guys on stream. I'm going to try and do that outside of stream. Just because it makes more sense. Because I could be here for an hour sorting out what I need to use and what I don't need to use, you see. So I just don't think it's worth you guys wasting your time watching that when we could be actually clearing some missions and making some progress. What is this? But we could, yeah, definitely Imazuma is noticeably different to where we've been previously. Relay Stone. We just picked a Relay Stone up. I've not seen one of those before. In some place you find this mysterious combo of mechanisms. The Discharge Stone and the Accumulation Stone. The former shoots a harmless electric current at characters and monsters affected by Electro, while the latter absorbs that electrical energy from the Discharge Stone. Sometimes you'll find Relay Stones which conduct the current released by Discharge Stones. Subtle differences between Accumulation Stones may affect the quantity of current they require. Okay. That's something different for us. Didn't see one of those before. Right. So I've got to keep heading up because we're aiming to get the commission done. I'm sure I'll just pick them up. I hit the cap on no farming. Well, we're still not farming, but yeah, I'm getting to a point I need to actually have a proper look through what we have, what we need. Farming wise, I don't know. Okay. What is this? Well, that doesn't break it.
Out of the way.
That does, though.
They never miss.
Okay. So what do we need to... Okay. So you can hit these to give 2, 3, 1. What's the pattern? There's obviously something you need to do here. Do we know what the pattern is by looking around? Is there a clue? There we go. I did it. 3, 3, 3.
It's a miracle.
We got the pattern. I'm not sure how, but we did. I'll take it. You can get help by people. Oh, I know that. At the minute, we've still got lots of stuff to sort out. Farming-wise, my thinking is we're still a little way off because I need to go through artifacts and sort all those out. There's lots I need to actually go through.
Let's end this quickly.
We are noticing Inazuma is tough. Like, the commissions are longer. We are getting hurt more. We're losing characters a little bit on commissions as well now. Whereas you wouldn't previously. So we know that we've got to do something with those. But I think artifacts will be the first thing. Once I've got them sorted, I just need to spend the time to do so. We then hopefully will have a chance.
Take this.
What did I open? There's lots of puzzles here by the looks of things. That's locked because of these puzzles. By the looks of things. Okay, we turn them round. I think... Hang on. There we go. Chest appeared.
I'll keep this close.
There we go.
Lightning flash.
We've got that's the number 2 done. There must be another one round here, I would have said. Yeah, over there. Is that one still active yet? There's no one over here. So we'll catch them on chat in a second. I'm just focusing on this.
Lightning flash.
That's 3. Are there any more around? That means I'm missing, I would say, another 1 somewhere. Got 3 of those highlighted. There's going to be 1 missing. The actual commission's here. We know what that is. I'm just looking in case there's 1 more of these we haven't done. Some of the puzzles are quite interesting though. Ah. Okay. No! Didn't want to do that. I want to be high enough to grab this. I want to use this as a point to try and look for the other one we need to activate. There's something else we need to activate. The electro here. I would have said. The other 2 maybe. There we go. This one isn't activated anymore, is it? Oh, we've definitely got a lot weaker with the change to electro. Oh yeah, no, I understand that. Yeah, the problem we've got, that is activated, isn't it? Yeah. We lost damage from the Traveller when we changed to electro. Where all his talents that we upgraded, everything else is all gone. That's, I think, one of our bigger problems at the minute. I know what we got. We need to do the quest here, the commission, but the reason I haven't done it is because I know I need one of these. This is the last one. Right, so this is locked. I'm assuming we need to bring something to there to unlock that one. So can't see one of the blue things to take there. There's something there as well. That, I think that's the 4th one we need. That will unlock the chest from activating all 4. I just can't see where the thing to do it is. Okay, let's do the commission anyway, because that's what we need to do first. Let's get that done. So this is the commission. Complete the challenge by protecting the ley line monolith. Probably shouldn't destroy myself while doing that, to be fair.
Bellowing thunder.
So yeah, I think we need to get his talents back up, and I think we'll be okay. That's really where we've lost a lot of our damage, is the talents. To be fair. So if we can get the talents back, we'll be okay. And it completely didn't do any damage there. Right, wave number 2.
Get out of here!
Take this.
Lots of them here now. Right, Bidu, let's get you down. Should have been Bennett really for the electro combination. Right, 3rd and final wave, I think now. Big guy.
Take this.
Come here.
Get out of here! Everybody stand back!
Thunderclap.
Come on.
Get out of here!
Nice reactions. There we go. Big guy's down. There's still 2 enemies around. Let's got to deal with those. Nice overloaded. Right, 1 left. Commission done. There we go. Commission complete. That was a final commission done. Right, I'll catch them in chat now. you missed on 3 events. I haven't seen any events. Thank you for the likes. Much appreciated wherever they were. Yeah, I've not seen any events. We've not really done much with it for a little while, to be fair. So yeah, we haven't done much at all. Okay. While we're here, I know there's something here for us to do. We've got to find the little blue ghosty thing that flies to activate the last one of those electrical things. I know my words are really not working tonight, I know that. It's really weird. But I haven't seen one. Let's have a quick look round. I know we can go and hand in commissions. We'll have a look at missions in a second as well. Also, we need to head to up there to grab, while I think about it actually, the teleportation. We haven't actually got a teleport for this area. We had to come by foot. And since this was a commission here. But yeah, we need to have a look at what I need to do to get the talents leveled up again, I think. That's where we're missing most of our damage. Is it on this level or is it up again? A few things here. Don't think they're... Oh, they are breaking. Got a carrot out of it. There we go. But yeah, we've got some a 5-star artifact, and I'm not giving it to anyone just yet either. So I need to sort that out. Okay, teleportation is up there, I'm guessing. Yeah. It was always going to be the furthest point, wasn't it? But at least now we have it. That's the important part. There we go. I don't actually know how many Prima Gems we've got either. I need to have a look at that. And figure out how many Prima Gems we've got. Because that's something I've not checked. 661. We need 1,000. We do have... Oh, there's no wishes. It's standard wish only. So we definitely won't be doing any wishes today then. There are no banners. What's going on there? It seems really weird. There's no banners. Is there an update tonight and I'm going to have an issue? Let's end in claim all. So definite main stat one. Banner changes. There's no... Nothing's come up to say though I've got to finish... Because last time we did this... I'm just going to notice this for a second. We had to come off early because of an update. Update schedule. Oh, okay. Guess what? There's an update tonight. Begins 11 PM. So in an hour from now. An hour and 10 minutes. Yeah, I didn't know about the update. Okay, let's hand these commissions in then. And we're going to need to decide what we're going to do. Is it worth continuing on with the update coming? I don't know. Obviously, we can go for an hour. Just means the stream's going to be a bit shorter than we were planning. I didn't know anything about the update, annoyingly. This is my fault for not actually checking these things. Right, let's hand in commissions. Let's get that reward anyway. It's saying there's 600 Prima Gems as maintenance reward. Not reward, but you know what I mean. As a sorry for the update. I can't remember what the word is I'm after. Which would give us nearly what we need to... would nearly give us what we need to do 10 wishes on the next banner. Right, that's all that done. So I suppose we should just carry on. We've got an hour basically. Obviously we have to come off before the update starts, otherwise we'll just be kicked out. So the stream tonight won't be as long as it was expecting to be, but I think we can still hopefully get a few things done. So we've got different things to do here. Storm Chaser, Sacrificial offering. A world quest. What do we want to do first? That's the question. Obviously, I think we should carry on main quests as well. We haven't done much on this one. This is the inner zoom. We went to the tea house. I'm pretty sure. No, we didn't, because I think this quest was up here, and we haven't been that far up. So actually, I think we should do that one. But we'll head there first and try and activate the teleportation and then keep heading this way. I think that's what we need to do to try and get that unlocked, don't we, really? Because that's quite a long way away from us. We need the teleportations in the meantime. So, let's try and head towards the tea house that way. And then hopefully we'll get somewhere. I was going to try and get across the water, but I don't know if we'll make it. Although there is one of those things down there to pick up. But yes, we've got to be wary of time. So tonight's stream won't be as long as we were planned, because obviously the update is going to get in the way. What's over here? We'll try and get somewhere towards the main quest done.
Take this. Yeah.
Well, that's the slime's taken care of, I think. But yeah, we can still get a few things done. Obviously, it just means we're going to be finishing the quest a bit earlier. So that's gone out. Oh, it's a wave. Actually, we can summon in the Wave Rider. I was going to say we can need to follow that. So let's use the Wave Rider to do so. You're checking for that right now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in an hour and a half from now. Right, so we need 3 of these here, it says. So that's number 1. If you look at those. We jump out for a second. I didn't want to do that. Jump out. This is number 1 of 3 to unlock this. Oh, we do get a chest per 1 though, looking at that. That's not too bad.
I'll keep this close.
Okay, we still need to head up to the island as well. So let's use this to get across. We know we're heading. We're heading this way, basically. I bet I don't have a key for that up there either. We'll have to have a look. Can't fire very far, this can it? Come on then, you two. Over here.
Lightning slash. Yeah.
Back to Bidu. She should be able to take these posts near enough out. There we go. There's another one here. Nice damage of that. And there we have it. So the plan is we're going to head up. I don't even know why I'm picking these relay stones up. I'm assuming at some point I'll have to place them somewhere. What do we got over here? Right, there's a few enemy there. Trying to head for the tea house. That's kind of the idea, where we've got to try and get to. Obviously, if we find anything else on the way, we'll deal with that. The teleportation kind of gone past it. I'd like to get that while we're here. I think that would help us. Ah. Look at this at night. Inazuma, I will say, is probably the most colourful of all the places we've been so far. Okay, so straight ahead and down over here should be teleportation. What's that saying there? Oh, it's a viewpoint. The sacred forest in the moonlight added to the archive. Nicely done. And we got a teleportation waypoint we needed. Okay, look how magical this is. Where are you going? So we're still heading up for the tea house. That's the main quest we're currently working on. I didn't see where that thing disappeared, to be fair. Oh, it's back over there again. There we go. Chest achieved by following it round.
A reward on the road.
Chests, they're always worth it because you get the Prima Gems as well. What's that? I think it was a butterfly. There we go. I know I'm obsessed with picking butterflies up. Right, we are still heading up that way. We are definitely making our way towards it though. But hopefully we can still get something done. The hell's that? I want to know who that. I've never seen that before. Where's he gone now? I'm not too sure what it was. Alright, new waypoint as well. We're here for the quest. I just want to know where that dancing. I don't know what it was really.
Protect the lady of the clan.
Disappeared wherever it was. I've not seen one of those before. That was really weird. Okay, so we are here at this state. This is where we need to be for the main quest. We don't need to speak to him. Who do we need to speak to? That's the question. Ah, over here, doorway. So this should continue on the main quest. Obviously, we just got to be careful of time. We know there is a scheduled maintenance at 11.
So,
We've got an hour.
This is the kind of place where the big shots
Should
of
really
Inazuma
keep an eye on
live,
these notices a bit more.
Paimon kinda expected it to be snazzier.
It's hard to top the Jade Chamber or hard to top the Dawn Winery. I said Jade Chamber. Jade Chamber is probably the one that's most glitzy.
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence, honored guests. Miss Kamisato is delighted to finally meet you.
I should put autoplan for my...
Shirasage Himegimi you keep going on about? So, where's she at? Oh, behind the screen?
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro Commission, this is how Miss Kamisato is accustomed to receiving guests. Consider it a time-honored tradition
so we don't
within
see
the
her.
Yashiro Commission. Forgive me if this is an unwelcome surprise.
I think I understand. This is slightly anticlimactic. It's slightly anticlimactic. Let's go for that one.
Makes sense. She's a super important person after all.
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for receiving you in this fashion, especially following such a long and wearisome journey over the sea. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation, and Toma assures me that you do indeed possess the power to change the tide of the times. At present in Inazuma, in the name of the Vision Hunt Decree, the people's aspirations are being senselessly trampled underfoot. Though the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, it is the people with whom we share close bonds, given the contact we are required to have with them in the performance of our duties. A commission's power rises and falls with the trust of their people. Thus, we cannot remain indifferent to this situation without also remaining indifferent to our own fate. Traveler, lend us your power, and we can...
You'll see. You'll see it coming up at the top of your screen. I haven't pressed it. I've got to pick an answer. The top of your screen is just letting us know that maintenance is going to happen in an hour. So at least we know. I did just check it, so I do know it's happening. Yeah, 1 hour till the game goes down. So we've got 1 hour. We'll continue the main quest, see what happens. I think the actual maintenance reward for the maintenance happening, which is really weird. Compensation was what I... Just as you said it, exactly. Compensation for maintenance, 600 Primogems. Adding that to what we've already got, we probably have got enough. Thursday evening, we should get 10 wishes. I think we'll have enough by Thursday evening to do 10. On one of the new banners as well. Right, lend us your power and we can. I'm just here to meet the Raiden Shogun. I did not come here to start a rebellion. I'm going to go for the rebellion. We didn't come here to fight. We came here for information. I think it was 600 I just read. I'll have to check it again in a second.
Just like I said, this will take us nowhere.
No, please, wait. Please, don't go. I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun on one condition.
3 small wishes.
You must fulfill 3 small wishes.
They always want us to do stuff for them.
What are your wishes?
They pertain to 3 whose visions were taken from them.
I'm just going to double check
Perhaps
that what I
once
saw
you've
was
met them,
correct.
You will understand.
A warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the Vision Hunt decree, and a swordmaster determined to become the best in the world. Does Paimon got that right?
Correct. Please do all you can to help them. I will await your return here.
I will do as you wish. Oh, 300.
You have my gratitude.
I'm sure you'll do great.
I'm sure I read 600. Right, the princess behind the curtain. Quest complete. I've just got Daesu can chat. Don't know how to write, so I'm just going to reply to him. You'll know him. He joins in the streams. I'm just going to quickly reply. I hate typing because it is so weird. Finally stepping up the game. Let me just double check what I saw. Bear with me. I don't think you'll see it on screen. I'm pretty sure I read it correctly. Update notice. Schedule. Oh no, it's 300. I was wrong. And there's a new area, the chasm. I was wrong. I thought I read it as 600. It's 300. But we can grab our achievement while we're here. We may still have enough to do what we need to do. Venti rerun. Oh, nice. So I'm reading what he's put in chat. How many have we got now? We currently have 730. I can't see how many wishes we've got already, though. That's the thing. I don't know how to write. It's not about... yeah, it's just weird typing all individual letters like that. We've got 730. We're not wishing 10, don't worry. Okay, so we need 800 there. I'm not doing that. I think we've got 2 or 3 wishes as well anyway. So we should... I think we'll be close, to be honest. Right, we're going to go to Conda Village and find out what is happening there. Because the 300 will take us to 1,000, so I don't think we're that far off. So Conda Village is where we're heading next. As part of this main mission quest. We've been here before. We had to find other things before here.
Why are you doing this? Why leave all of a sudden, after all these years?
Precisely. It's much too sudden. We've had no time to prepare. The children are desperate for you to take them out to play. Please, we urge you to reconsider.
That must be the guy Ayaka told us about. Let's go over and see.
That's the guy we need to talk to. So why the
If
change?
you want my opinion, something to do with the Vision Hunt decree.
You think we're 600
It's
short, but
clear
that depends
Tejima
how many
had done
wishes
nothing wrong,
we already have,
and
though,
still
doesn't it?
they
I think we've got 2
confiscated
or
his
3.
vision. After that, he became a completely different person. I can't claim to
Plus
fully
login rewards
understand
and
it,
stuff. I think we
but I could
might
tell
be
that
close.
he'd lost something very important to him. He went off on a walk, alone, circled the village a few times, and then
And plus
out of the
Stardust
blue,
as well.
he
I think we should
announced
get
that
10
he was
wishes
going
in
to leave
Thursday
and
evening
become
stream.
a
That's my
wanderer.
thinking.
Truth be told, we aren't sure whether trying to keep him here is the right thing to do. But equally, it doesn't feel right to let him leave when he's in this state. He's a lost soul.
Seems like he's a well-respected guy around here.
Okay. Let's speak to the lady now.
Ah, you must also be here to try and convince Tejima to stay. Tejima has protected this place ever since he arrived here 30 years ago. Keeping out the
Oh
treasure
yeah, no, we
hoarders,
can.
fending off any monsters that draw
We're
near,
nowhere near the
resolving
people anyway, to be
quarrels
fair.
between the villagers. He has put an enormous amount of work into looking after this place, and we all think the world
I can't believe
of
this is
him.
their 40th stream of
But now,
Genshin Impact as well.
All of a sudden,
40
he says he
times.
plans to
It's
leave
just, it's
us.
disappeared.
We can't help but wonder, was it something we did? We will gladly apologize if that's the case. All we want is for him to stay.
There we go. So, talk to Tajima and find out what happened. Okay, let's talk to him now.
You must be Tejima. So what's made you want to up and leave all of a sudden?
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question of what reason I would have to stay.
You've lived here a long time, everyone depends on you. Everyone depends on you. Because if you live somewhere a long time, that doesn't make you want to stay.
True, but that's not why I chose to stay here. And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? And why have I never wanted to leave in all that time? I don't have answers to those questions because I can't remember anymore. Ever since they took my vision away, it's like a slice of my memory is gone.
Oh wow.
In the past, I knew I wanted to stay here. But whatever resolve I had then, it's gone now. So I thought, what's to stop me from moving around instead? The emptiness inside me will be there either way.
Okay. Well, in that case, if we help you rediscover the reason you chose to stay, you won't need to leave anymore, right? But if you can't remember anything, it's not gonna be easy. Oh, maybe if you just try a little harder to remember, then...
If only it was that simple, eh? Just try a little harder.
Oh, that reminds me. Last time I brought Tejima some fruit, I do believe I saw him writing in a diary.
I keep a diary?
Okay, he doesn't even remember
If you
keeping a
say
diary.
so. I honestly can't seem to remember.
Oh, yes, you do. And what's more, I remember you saying at the time that you wanted to make a note of a few interesting things. Things which would prove very important at a later date.
I'm assuming visions are tied to ambition. Yeah, we learned about this last time, I believe.
We just need to find his diary. It must be
We're going to have to find the diary, aren't we?
Let's take a look.
So now his
If you
vision
don't
has gone.
mind,
He lacks
we will leave you to find the diary.
ambition, but he also
We
he
should
lacks
head back to
that
the village
motivation
to
as well.
inform the others of Tejima's situation.
Right, we've got to find this diary then. Find the clues to Tajima's memory. Okay. Have we got any clues? There's some fruit over here. Oh, there's a log. What's the log?
This looks like Tejima's diary,
There we
alright.
go. That was easier than I was
What we have
expecting.
here.
When they lose it, they lose any
The
purpose memory they had.
villagers and I
Yeah.
got together to cook
That's
dry
what we seem to be
salted
learning, doesn't it?
fish. I messed up and burned mine a little, so I had to pretend that it was black snakehead instead. Today, I helped rescue a kid who had fallen in the water. After I pulled him out, he told me that his best friend Bamboo was still in the water. I searched the water the whole afternoon before finding out that Bamboo was the name of his pet crab. I went kite flying today.
That's brilliant.
The string broke, so I chased after it as fast as I could. I soon realized I was never going to get it back, so I just found somewhere to sit and watch as it flew away into the distance. Seems like your average diary of daily village life. Huh? Wait, there's more! I went to pray at the shrine again today and stayed there a while. The Omamori you gave me has faded a little, but it is still my most treasured possession.
Okay, so the shrine.
Now that's the kind of info
He
we're
has a
looking
treasured
for.
possession.
Let's pay a visit to the shrine.
Right, that's where we're heading next then. I can't actually remember where the shrine is. Oh, just that's literally there. There we go.
So this is the Omamori Tejima wrote about. Interesting. Looking at the color and the design, Paimon would have thought it
It is
belonged
sad.
to a child. But anyway,
But then
if he had this with him all the time, there's a chance some of his elemental energy remained on
the thing
it.
that I don't
I
quite
think that it might
get,
come
and it may
handy.
be because it's not been explained yet. So the Vision Hunt decree is to take visions away from people. I get that. A lot of people don't like it. So why let it happen? Why don't the people rise up and say no? Maybe that's just me. I don't know. Use elemental sight to find the clues. Okay. Taking us this way, I think. Yeah. Well, we can't go in the house. Right. Check under the rocks.
Here we are. This seems to be somewhere that Tejima visited a lot.
Do we meet the
soil
Shogun?
looks like
No,
it's
we
been
haven't yet,
disturbed.
to be fair.
Maybe Tejima buried something precious here. Something that
This,
kept
I
him
think
in
this
the
is the
village
mission
all
that
his
allows
years.
us to meet the Shogun, I
Must
think.
be something pretty amazing if it made him stick around for 30 years. Let's dig it up and take a look. It looks like a letter. The paper's gone yellow. Must have been written a really long time ago. Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Where is that place again?
So, yellowed letter. If we become separated during war, go wait for me in Konda Village. There'll be a safe home for us there. So he's waited here for someone else for 30 years.
So the reason Tejima came here was to wait for
It can
someone.
Thanos snap people from his... Oh, really? Okay, so
But
no
he's been
rising
here
up
for
then, no
30
saying no
years.
to him. Okay,
Oh, guess
that
they
kind of
didn't
answers that
show
question,
up in
doesn't
the
it?
end, huh? Well, let's go give Tejima his stuff back and take it from there.
So he seems to have been waiting here for 30 years for someone from war that he was meant to come back to. Or come back to him, essentially. Right, where's there?
Well, I'll be. That's certainly my handwriting. And I guess the Omamorian letter belonged to me too. But I have no memory of anything that's written in this diary. Still, it's clear that I was waiting for someone here, and that I chose to wait for 30 years.
It's a long time
Over
to
the
wait.
years, I must have made a note of anything interesting. Anything that I could share with her when we were finally reunited. And just look at all the things that did happen over the years. The time has flown by so quickly. 30 years feels like the blink of an eye. How could I have forgotten something so important to me?
Oh, someone does oppose him. But for everyone to say no to the
Now that
Vision
I
Hunt
think
decree,
about it,
it
when
wouldn't
my
be
vision
possible then,
was
would it?
taken from me, it felt like I'd suddenly been hollowed out.
I suppose in a way it's
Love,
just an
regrets,
oppressive
everything I
way
felt
of
for
running
her,
a kingdom, isn't it? I suppose.
it's all disappeared. No, not especially. After all, I've forgotten who she was. Her face, her voice, the things we experienced
That's
together.
sad. He doesn't even remember who she was
I
or
barely
anything.
recall any of it.
All because he's had his vision
It's as
taken.
if she'd never been in my life to begin with. As if all these years have been nothing but a hazy dream. I think maybe not. If this is something I waited most of my life for, I suppose I should carry on waiting.
I want to know what happened to the woman, though.
Although, what if she were to turn up eventually, only to find I didn't remember so much as her name?
There must be a reason she hasn't
Wouldn't
turned
that
up
be
in 30
upsetting for
years.
her? When I think about it like that, I do feel a slight tinge of sadness in my heart. How curious. Why am I thinking like this when I don't even remember who she is? It's just like that feeling of emptiness. The feeling that something is missing. Thank you both for helping me reconnect with my reason for staying here. I shall remain here and keep waiting for her.
So he's going to stay and wait for her anyway.
Tejima seems to be dealing okay, but still, it makes Paimon really sad.
Yeah, me too. Or losing a reason to feel sad is maybe the saddest thing of all. I like the second answer.
Seems it's just like Ayaka and Tomo were saying. If you lose your vision, you lose all your hopes and dreams
Seem to lose
too.
everything, don't you?
That certainly explains the state Tejima was in earlier. At least we were able to help him, weren't we?
Ish.
Well, let's go find the next person.
So that's one of the 3 people we need to go and find and help before we can meet the
Miss
Shogun.
Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryou Commission.
Okay, we're actually near this person. Let's have a look if there's a quicker way of getting there. There is indeed. So we're going towards a samurai now. And we need to go and help them. This is also someone else who lost their vision. We have a side quest we can pick up here as well, actually. Let's quickly pick up this side quest while we're here. I know we've got loads already in our inventory, but I just like having them all. I'm running out of news stories to tell Kuchi. What kind of news story? It's a news story told by Uncle Ramsey. He said he's been to many countries and seen many interesting things. In order to record these things, he wrote something called the travelogue. He showed me a lot of his travel logs. For example, there's a kind of iron carriage that flies in the sky in Fontaine. It runs along an invisible road. It takes no time to travel from one end of the village to the other. There's a special kind of grass in Sumero, which can be planted anywhere. It can be planted in soil, water or sand. Once it's planted, it will sprout and grow. And there's a kind of boat that can stay at the bottom of the sea for a long time. By riding in that boat, people can go to the deep sea to do all kinds of things and see all kinds of fish. Did he tell you about Shetsnaya? Let's do that. I don't think so. Well, that's not the point. Recently, Uncle Ramsey stopped sending me his travelogue for some reason, so I'm running out of stories to tell Kuchi. I know that Uncle Ramsey had been staying at the Komor Tea House. I wanted to go find him, but the gatekeeper, Sister Kazoo, wouldn't let me in because I'm a kid. You look old enough. Can you help me ask Uncle Ramsey what happened to those travelogues? I'm not that old. Anyway, you look like a reliable person. Please help me. Are you also interested in reading those travelogues? No problem. Just give them to me when you're finished. I'm with you, although I can't get in. I can wait for you near the tea house. I'm so looking forward to reading Uncle Ramsey's new travelogue. So we've gained a side quest. Thanks for the like. It was much appreciated. So we've gained them. We're not going to do them now, but we've gained another side quest to do as soon as we get a chance to. We'll continue with the main story at the minute. We want to meet the Reagan Shogun.
Is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order in Inazuma. The ones actually enforcing the Vision Hunt decree. But why would they take action against
40
one
minutes
of their
left.
own?
It's kind of annoying that there's a constant countdown, but helpful because I'll just lose track of time.
Let's go see what's happening.
Right, there's a commotion.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
The entire clan is counting on that food. We demand an explanation.
How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything about emergency
So he's
provisions.
lost his memory because he's lost his vision as well.
Deceive us? Those provisions are essential. Do you understand? Not some goods to be
that.
pocketed by greedy samurai.
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this.
Oh, huh? And who are you? One of Kurosawa's gang, no doubt.
What? We just happened to be passing by. We heard the commotion and came to see what the matter was.
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. Perhaps you can help us settle this matter. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions to the area, and he's the one
Only
responsible
if they
for
know
distribution.
that's
In the
something they
past,
have to do,
we'd
though, and he
simply
doesn't
ask
remember,
him
does
for
he? There's
provisions
no way he
and
remembers.
everything would be delivered. Now, he suddenly refuses to give us anything. He's keeping the provisions for himself. I just know it. We'll starve without them.
No one seems to care about us. We used to think Kurosawa was a kind man, but he's shown his true colors. He's the same as all the other samurai. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him helping her rule the nation.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. But why would she ever want us to help someone like him?
Well, why not?
Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa and see what he has to say.
Surely everyone has the right to be helped when needed. Okay, let's speak to him and see what's happening. We know he's probably lost his vision, and that's why he can't remember about anything about these emergency provisions. That is more than likely the case.
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. But either way, it's ridiculous. If I was hoarding supplies, would I still be the poor man I am today? My own family can barely get by as it is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got other matters to attend to.
We've heard that you lost your vision recently.
And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me that I was unworthy of my vision. And they said I was slacking off in my work. Apparently, I'd even disappointed the Raiden Shogun. And that's why they confiscated my vision.
Well, that's strange. You were helping enforce the Vision Hunt Decree. Why would you be unworthy of your vision?
Good question.
To be perfectly honest, I don't seem to remember the details.
Convenient though, isn't it? They take his vision, don't give him a reason, and even if they did, he wouldn't know it.
I don't recall what they were.
Yeah.
And it's not just that. I have this unsettling feeling, like someone owes me something.
Does it have to do with the missing emergency provisions?
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was taking them for myself, I wouldn't be going through such hard times right now. To top it all off, my house was just raided by treasure hoarders, which is why I came here in the first place. I was chasing after them when I got held up by these two.
So the whole point of these missions, I think,
go find the treasure hoarders yourself.
Is she wanted us to go and speak to the three people that have lost their visions.
Found them.
Because we don't want to get in a fight. We just want to see the Raiden Shogun and learn more about our sister.
But we better confirm. Let's go round up those
She obviously wants us to meet these people to start
say.
feeling sorry for them and want to help her and them. I think that's the way it's going. Seems to be the way it's going, I think. Okay, so we need to find where these treasure hoarders have gone to. Treasure hoarders? Treasure hunters. Well, no, they are treasure hoarders, I was right the first time. So they're here somewhere. We just got to find them. There's something shining. Every time we see something shining, I have to pick it up. Right, where are they? There they are.
We really outdid ourselves this time. All those samurai houses packed with goods. We really hit the jackpot. I mean, besides that one house.
You haven't seen anything yet. There'll be a lot more where this came from. today's just the beginning. I'll be leading you all on an epic journey of pillage and plunder that will go down in Hoarder history.
Hoarder history.
You the man, boss.
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after. Let's teach them a lesson.
So no asking questions, we're just going to go and fight them, I think.
Another test subject.
Should be a nice reaction there, I think. I'm stuck. Can't move. Get out of that. So I couldn't move for a second.
Lightning flash.
It's a bit annoying. One is down.
The wrong test subject.
Number 2 is down. 1 left. Where is he? Yeah, there. There we go. I bet he just...
Laura, we worked hard to steal that, you know? Come on, boss. Think of something.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? We could use someone like you.
Forget it. Tell us all you know about Kurosawa. I don't know how to say his name. Not likely word has it you looted Kurosawa's house. We'll go with the house.
Kurosawa? Oh, I remember. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh? Just our luck. I knew he shouldn't have hit that place.
So what did you see inside? Was it stuffed with food
I bet
supplies?
it wasn't.
Food supplies? You kidding? That place was a complete mess. All we found was a strange-looking box, hopefully with valuables inside.
So no food.
I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning on opening it myself once we got back. But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal? That little box for our freedom. What do you say?
You've got a deal. Now show us what's in the box.
Paimon's making the deals for us now, then.
What the?
There's nothing in here but IOUs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a lot of them too.
So he owes a lot of money, or a lot of things to a lot of people.
To the owner of a general goods store, a Miss Aoi. We're talking tons of Mora here. We better talk to this Miss Aoi and get to the bottom of this. As for you guys, you're free to go. Just pray that our paths don't cross again.
Paimon acting all tough.
Of course. So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs. Does that mean we broke even?
Shut it. Let's just get out of here.
Okay. We gotta go back and talk to the lady to see. There's something there to pick up, isn't there? I think that is the Wave Rider, isn't it? That you pick there, that you can activate. I could just see something there and wonder what it was, to be fair. Okay, we're heading back in the We've got to go to the general store. Speak to the lady who a lot of these IOUs are made out to. This is round the other side, looking at that. We'll go up and over. Okay, so she should be just here.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you need. Can I help you find something? Or perhaps there's something you want to inquire about?
So about these IOUs.
Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it? Perhaps you're here to pay off his debts.
Whoa, let's
Yeah, I was gonna say. That's probably a little more than we've got.
Just here to learn where they all came from. How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money? Did he buy anything super expensive here?
I bet he's been helping out the villagers.
Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase
There we go.
large quantities of foodstuffs. He'd always put the payment on his own account. However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost. So he started
So the
writing
emergency
out
provisions he's been
IOUs
paying
to
for
cover
himself.
whatever he couldn't afford of the usual amount.
So that's how he was getting those emergency provisions. But why did he have to purchase a usual amount? If the prices increased, couldn't he just buy less?
Good point.
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been carefully calculating how much they needed to sustain them each time.
The fact he was doing it out of his own pocket,
Kurosawa
though.
thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough, especially after such long and careful planning.
And since he lost his vision, he doesn't actually remember any of this.
So he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than let the people down.
It's quite a selfless act.
Kurosawa was purchasing all the emergency provisions at his own expense. And no one ever appreciated what he did. They just complained and held him accountable.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. In the face of hardship, nobody cares to think twice. If you ask me, had Kurosawa told everyone the truth about the supplies from the start, then there wouldn't be such a severe backlash now. Of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. What he was doing was truly a thankless deed.
It was indeed.
As for why he chose to spend his own money on emergency provisions and never tell anyone, I'm still not too clear myself. If you're still curious, why don't you go ask him yourself?
Unfortunately, he doesn't remember.
I see. That reminds me, it seems that his vision was recently confiscated. Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that sword that is so dear to him.
Sword? What sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? He possesses a very valuable blade. He's carried it for years now. I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift from his father, that it was too precious to sell. In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer on it. Everything has its price, at least that's what I think. Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Perhaps it'll even provide you
Surely
with the
if he's
answers
got
you're
no
looking
memory,
for.
he's not going to be able to tell us about the sword.
Oh, but before you go, if you would kindly settle today's bill.
How much is today's bill?
But we didn't buy anything.
Information is also a kind of commodity.
How much
Wouldn't
is
you
it going to
agree?
cost us?
Don't worry. I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa. Nothing we ever discussed was
2,000
explicitly
more.
confidential anyway. Oh, let me think. 2,000 mora should be a fair price.
And the only option I've got is fair enough.
At least we now know where the emergency provisions are coming from. Plus, we found out that Kurosawa has a priceless sword in his possession.
2,000 more.
Let's go talk to
Because of
Kurosawa
information.
again.
She's right, information does cost, but... So the sword, he's not going to know though, is he? That's the issue. Okay, so we've got to head back round. We're heading the wrong way. I might be able to glide down. I'm just trying to see if we can. I think we can. He is round here. Saved ourselves a little bit of time by gliding round rather than walking all the way around. Right, we've got to speak to him now about his blade.
What are you doing here all by yourself?
A bunch of scammers.
Where did those other two go?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. They left. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps I should start using it more often. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders? Everything I said was true, right?
Well... So you encounter the treasure hoarders and conversation with the shopkeeper.
It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all purchased at your own expense.
Strange. Is that really the kind of person I was?
He's got no recollection of you at all.
I don't have any such recollection. Even after all you've told me, I still don't remember anything. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? I really don't understand. But I cannot deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body
Can we
was
go with the
somehow
monster? Everything is free. It's a
reluctant
good
to do
point,
so.
actually. It's a very good point. The sword. Mind if we have a look? Let's have a look
This
at it.
sword was once wielded by my father.
So he does remember
I remember
that.
once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. My father ended up catching me in the act and scolded me severely. What did he say?
Does make you miss monster, doesn't it, when you're gonna pay for everything?
I can't seem to remember that either.
So he remembers a little bit of the memory,
forgot
though.
Many important things when my vision was taken from me. So many memories gone. Forever. No matter how hard I try to remember, all I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed. Before he passed away, he placed the sword in my hands and said to me, "With this sword, you should..."
Hey, if you look carefully, there seems to be some words engraved on the hilt. Can you recognize the words?
The words are virtue and justice.
Virtue and justice? Somehow those two words seem to explain everything now. Taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess that must have been my greatest ambition after all. But what use are virtue and justice? I purchased the provisions for those in need. And look how things ended up. The Tenryo Commission seized my vision. And the very people I was so desperately trying to help refused to understand me. And the irony of all of it is, I somehow still felt sorry when threatening them with my blade. I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equally unable to be bad. I don't know what to do with myself.
It's so shocking that having a vision taken away does that much damage to you.
The chance. Let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission would surely help cover his expenses.
Hyman's got a good point there.
We must never let him sell off that sword.
Losing a vision or is no trifling matter. We're going for losing a vision. I think it's horrendous.
Seems like losing all ambition is a terrible experience. Fortunately for us, you don't have a vision.
We don't
Let's
indeed.
go find the next poor soul.
Right, one more person to go and speak to and find out what's going on with them. Is the last person for this quest, I think. Another 30 Prima Gems. So this person is a sword master's path is paved with broken blades. That's the quest. They actually are nearby. Up and back over again. One guy who lost his vision and then beat up all the people and then took it back. Really? He lost his vision, beat up all the people and then got it back. That's incredible. Right, there's a few things here. Just... it's here. So I can see some flashing things and wonder what they were. Don't think I was meant to go down here. Oh. Right, this is the person we need to speak to.
The person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous sword master around these parts.
You won't say who. Okay, cool. I'm assuming we'll meet them.
Hyman heard that he's the present-day master of Meikyo Shisui art. Sounds pretty
Right, we do need to be very careful of time. We've got about 15 minutes to be safe.
Luckily, there's some people around. Let's go talk to them.
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine.
But he's a rascal that gets in trouble all the time. Okay.
Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end, didn't he?
Maybe, but I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous
This is our warning about the main text here.
him. This time, though...
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain in no time.
Exorcism.
Hey there! Did something happen?
Thank you for the like, or that was much appreciated.
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately! Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
Or you won't live to regret it. Sounded really wrong when he said that.
Here to,
We're here to become disciples.
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. It's the whole reason we came all this way, to seek him out and ask him to train us. But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed or something?
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're from around here.
We're definitely not from around here, are we?
Accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on high alert. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on any new disciples for the time being.
Right, two choices. We can wait till he's recovered. I'm not going back until I can call him my sensei. The sensei one seems a bit extreme, to be honest. I'll wait till he's recovered.
I see you were earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail. Then you can decide whether to stay or to leave. Sensei's name is Domon. A name I'm sure you've already heard.
Nope, not heard it.
Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters, never losing a single fight. He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us, and we trained hard, determined to keep up with him. But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away.
There we have it.
It hasn't been the same since.
Vision's been taken away and now he's not the same.
Things over and over, and he refuses to let us train. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's being possessed by an evil spirit. So we've asked the shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine to perform an exorcism.
So we know he's not been possessed, don't we? That's the thing.
I still have my doubts over whether he'll completely recover.
The Grand Narukami Shrine? What's that?
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head shrine maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty Shogun herself. Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have clear power and authority to perform an exorcism. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be just fine. The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch if you're interested.
We really want to watch an exorcism?
Losing your
Seems a
vision
bit weird.
could cause possession? Guess we should come back this evening and see for ourselves.
A certain Fox Weeman lives there. Okay, we need to wait until a certain time to see it. So we can do this. We can change time, can't we? I didn't see what time it was. What time did we go back? Between 6 and midnight. And we are now 6 in the morning. That'll do. Okay.
Shh. So you decided to come. It's a good thing you didn't arrive any earlier. You would have had to witness Sensei in one of his fits of madness.
So we don't think he's possessed. We know he's lost his memory because of the
Just
vision.
now, when Nanako was attending to him,
Well, why
she heard him
bounce
whispering
of madness
a few
then?
names to himself. When she asked him who the people were, he suddenly looked panic-stricken and pushed her away. It looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his ears and looking frantically around him with bloodshot eyes.
So I wonder if the madness, the being possessed
All the while
symptoms
we
that they're
kept calling those
describing,
names.
is
Some
just
of them we
because
knew.
he knows
Others
people,
we didn't recognize. But they
but he
all seem to be the
can't
names
work
of
it out because
swordmasters
having the
he had
vision gone
defeated in
means
the
he's lost
past.
memory.
One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's. His senior, in fact. But Sensei defeated him in a duel many years ago. And he has been a wanderer ever since. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. Thankfully, the shrine maidens managed to subdue him. So the exorcism can finally continue. The ritual has now begun. All we can do is patiently await the result. Here's hoping Sensei will
He won't
be back
back
to his
to his old
normal
self,
self
though, will he?
very soon.
It's not gonna help.
Excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water. If he wakes up, he is sure to be thirsty.
Why is he running?
Huh?
That's a bit weird.
Who's that sneaking
It
around?
wasn't the same person.
Uh-oh. Could they be here to mess up the exorcism? We won't let them get away with it. Come on, let's go after them.
Once they take it out from you, you don't know who you are. No, and that's the issue. I think that's why the bouts of madness or being possessed, them symptoms are because he's got names in his mind, but he doesn't know why or who they are.
Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up?
So I can understand why there's that confusion from him. They obviously haven't attributed the vision being taken to what's going on with him.
Definitely the right place. Let's look a little further up.
Let's investigate. Okay, we're still heading up. There was someone sneaking around.
Suspicious person sighted. That's gotta be him.
He looked like the guy I was just talking to be fair.
How did you catch up with me so quickly?
Age,
Sure
I guess.
You're Domon's disciples. You move even quicker than he does. Unless...
Right, we kind of need this to speed up or we're going to have to stop the quest halfway through.
Maybe his skills
We are
have
rapidly running out of time
improved
before maintenance hits.
Excuse me? We're the ones asking the questions here. First off, who are you? And what are you doing sneaking around these parts? You seem like bad news, mister.
I'm assuming Paimon's the bad cop at this point.
I'll have you know I trained side by side with Domon back in the day. Long before you ever showed
How
up.
did we casual to an old man when just young?
I don't care to talk about that time
That's
anymore.
my thinking.
But if you must know, I am Domon's senior.
So that was the guy he defeated them.
His senior? Wait, that means you must be...
Anzai? Yes, that's me.
Why did you run?
Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him ever again.
So then why were you there?
When we were young, we trained under the same swordmaster, studying Make-Yoshi Sui art together. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable older disciple. Practitioners of Make-Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. So the majority of disciples are indifferent to rank and reward. I was no exception. But Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face, how to become the best in the world.
So he had ambition.
Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best swordmaster barely days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind, and that this would impede him from ever mastering the blade. I thought so too at the time, but Domon began making swift progress in his training, and even started catching up with me. Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the sword, and nothing could deter him from this goal, no matter
I think
what
that's our
stood in
15-minute
his
warning,
way.
or 10-minute warning, actually.
Sure sounds like he meant business. So how come you don't want to ever see him again?
We've got 10 minutes, so we need to get. We need this to finish,
that I would succeed our sensei as
so
the
we can come
master
out and
of
actually
Meikyo
keep the progress.
art. Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted.
I
I
didn't
had trained the
quest.
longest.
The main story
Everyone
quests are
had
quite
high
long. I should have
expectations from
realised.
me. Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match, but my pride and my status too. I fled the dojo.
Thanks for the like,
that day
much
and never
appreciated.
looked back. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately, that match used up every last ounce of energy in his body. After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him.
Oh, so...
Deep down, though, I still respected his mastery of the blade
He
and his commitment to
basically
the art
killed
of the sword.
his sensei, or their sensei,
When I heard rumors that
with
he
his
had
final
lost his mind,
sparring match then.
my first reaction was to dismiss them as false. How could he, of all people, have lost his mind? His mind was the sharpest of them all. He had practiced Meikyo Shisui art to perfection. I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my complete astonishment, I heard him call my name. I thought mine was a name he had long since forgotten.
He definitely hadn't forgotten, had he?
See, I came here not to cause him any harm. I just wanted to see for myself. Okay, you've heard my story. You should get back now. The exorcism is probably finishing.
Seems like we got it wrong this time. He wasn't here to mess up the exorcism at all. Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him back with us. Let's go see how the exorcism's coming along.
Okay. Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to stop there. I don't know how much is left of this quest, but we have less than 10 minutes till the servers kick us off. So unfortunately, we are going to have to stop. We didn't know. We found this out when we started this evening. That obviously there was going to be this downtime. So, unfortunately, that's where we're going to have to end it. So, what is happening going forward? So tomorrow morning we are with we're live with Horizon Forbidden West. That's tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow evening there is no live stream tomorrow evening. Thursday no daytime stream, but Thursday evening we'll be live with Genshin Impact. We'll look at the new banners, we'll have a look if there's any new events and all the stuff on the update that happens later on this evening. So we'll look at that Thursday. If you haven't heard yet or haven't seen the scheduled video, keep an eye out for Saturday evening. We'll be doing our first subscribers choice stream with Detroit Become Human, where you guys pick everything that happens and the story will be told by your choices. That is the plan. Plus daily content with different videos. Dirt 5 went live earlier. Tomorrow will be Watch Dogs, and then Dirt 5 again on Thursday, and Friday's Car Mechanic. Saturday's Watch Dogs, and then Sunday's the channel schedule. Thursday morning, in place of a morning stream, is also the channel update. That will go live Thursday morning, about 9 AM GMT as well. I apologise for the shortness of today's stream, but obviously the maintenance is an issue. There wasn't really much action either, other than the commissions. We didn't really have that much to do other than lots of talking. Fortunately, that's how it is sometimes with Genshin Impact and some of the quests. But there we go. That's done for this evening. Thank you all for joining us. As always, thank you for the likes, the comments, the views, and the conversation. Like I say, we're back tomorrow morning, Horizon Forbidden West. Hopefully we'll see some of you there. Other than that, have a good week. We'll see you again very soon. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.